Hey everybody, it's Chris back with another review for the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet. Today I'm going to be reviewing an import. This is an import that I picked up over at Max's European Market, just across the street from me at Sahara, just east of the light at Durango. Max's European Market comes through with many especially Eastern European, but they also have some Mediterranean beers as well. That's where I've picked up some Greek beers, some Montenegro beers, Lebanese beer, and naturally, as I said, they are Eastern European owned, and so they have a fair amount of Eastern European beers, Russian beers, and today's beer is the Velvet Dark Beer with Mild Taste from Baltika Brewing. And I've had the Baltika Russian Imperial Stout. Thought it was incredible. I've got a bottle of it in my closet aging right now, actually. And this says it is 100% Soviet brewing tradition. Got a sexy gal on the cover with a skyline back here. I'm going to assume that this is St. Petersburg. Not being familiar with the skyline of the city, I don't know. Production date is very strange because it has 8/14 and 8/15 of 17 listed as production dates. And considering this is February of 17 and 8/17 hasn't even happened yet, I'm not exactly sure what that's supposed to mean, but I'm going to assume that this is fairly fresh beer. I went on Untapped and discovered that this is described as a eurolager. So it does say it's a dark, velvet dark beer with mild taste. Apparently, Baltika did make a dark ale, a velvet dark ale, a black velvet dark ale to complement this, but I guess that's out of production. Untapped, as I said, refers to this as a eurolager. For this, this bottle is a pint. You don't see that very often. Usually it's 16.9 ounces, but this is 16 ounces. And I paid $2.49 for this. As I said, I always like to keep beers right around $2. As I see it, $2.49 is pretty close to $2. And I've said before, sometimes you got to spend some money if you want to enjoy the hobby. $2.49. I mean, change back from a $3 bill. $3 bill, ha ha ha. Change back from $3. I'd say that's well within range, especially to be able to score an import. So anyway, I'm going to quit yapping my flap because I see I've got almost 3 minutes of talking here, and that's really pontificating. As always, going to be using my Pop the Top opener from Taza Designs. And let me show you. Crowning on this is perfectly in order. You'd be able to put this back on the bottle and keep it. And though there's nothing particularly special about this bottle cap, if you did want to put it into a wall mount, it is unmarred on top, so you'd be able to do that. So, Pop the Top Pop the Top opener from Taza Designs. And there goes the kitty. I looked through my glass collections, trying to figure out exactly what I should use, what kind of glass I should use. Finally, I decided on a pint glass. And since I didn't have anything that was particularly Euro or Russian inspired, I thought, why not go with Runnin' Rebels? So let's hear it for the Rebels. Let's hear it for Soviet brewing tradition. And this is in fact pouring very dark. Not getting a particularly strong bouquet as I pour. Maybe after a second this settles. Wow, it's weird. I kind of smell pineapple. I smell pineapple and pine. I smell cherries. I smell soap. I certainly smell lager yeast. So this is without a doubt a lager. I think Untapped has listed the variety correctly. So I'm going to say this is low carbonation. There's still some bubbling going on through there. I think you might be able to see if I hold it up just right. But not much. This is I can kind of see through it, but it's got to go through light, that's for sure. This isn't so far. This isn't as dark as a porter. I'd say it's somewhere between an amber ale and a porter in terms of color. Very coppery. Anyway, won't know anything until we drink it. So, cheers. That's very interesting. Very tasty beer. Oh, I forgot to mention So I was going to say it's a 4.6 alcohol, so it's very easy drinking. If the alcohol content were a little higher, I'd probably be aging a bottle of this. Gotta say, so far I've been very happy with all the beers I've had from Russia. I'm getting a lot of different flavors in this. I'm getting raisins and caramel and a slight bit of cinnamon, and I'm not really a big fan of cinnamon, but this isn't, I am getting a slight bit of it, and it's working out with the other flavors. Oh, let's see how to describe it again. Velvet dark beer with mild taste. It is mild, but it's also very complex. Boy, there's a lot going on in here. There's almost like anise flavor to this as well. I'm getting a little bit of I'm tasting the toasted malt, that's for sure. This is a really good, really interesting beer. And at a pint, you could share this with a friend. Plus, I gotta admit, I'm a boobs guy, so you know, you put a girl with lots of cleavage on the label, I'm gonna, you know, I will admit, this is what first attracted me to the bottle, was the girl. But this is turning out to be a really good beer. This is probably going to get a 4.25 on Untapped. Would get a 4.5 if it was in a can. If I could pick up a 6-pack of this and take it to a friend's house, I probably would. This is a really good beer. Is this going to end up being a special selection? I'm going to say yes. Yes. I wasn't planning on, I never do. I never plan on it being a special selection until I actually open it. But for $2.49 for a pint of imported beer this good, there's just so much going on with this beer, and yet, as it states, it is in fact mild. Velvet is a good name for this. It goes down very easy and very smoothly. There's a lot of I'm trying to figure out what exactly, if there's any one way to describe this beer. It's got the slightest bit of sweet. It's hearty and yet easily drinkable. This is one complicated beer, and it's very good. So I think this is going to have to be a special selection. This is the Velvet Dark Beer with Mild Taste from Baltika Brewing out of St. Petersburg, Russia. This is the pint bottle with a 4.6 ABV. And I think I found my first, I believe this will be the first import special selection. So anyway, until next time, drink good beer, don't break the bank doing it, and cheers.